I know. You want to rejoin the European Union. I get it. I understand. Yeah, because I want to as well. Although I am one of the lucky buggers because I live here in France. I happen to be in the EU, you know. And it's lovely. Well, somebody else who happens to be in France, in Paris, is FEMI Olawale. You could call him, I suppose, a rejoin fanatic. He's fanatical about rejoining the European Union. Like I say, I understand. I get it. I'm a bit like that as well, but I look at the detail. I look at the sentiment. Oh, but talking about the sentiment, it's actually quite positive. Yes, in this case, Femi Olawale has been interviewing youngsters in Paris, asking them how they feel about the United Kingdom, but also the Brexit. That's what he's been doing. But there is a but, which we'll get to at the end of his video. I'm not going to play the whole thing, I'll play some clips out of it, but when we get to the end of the video, I want to play devil's advocate, I do. Anyway, should we get into it? I think we should. Anyway, this is Femi Olawale. He's uploaded the video, and I will put a link in the description down below. And it is a lovely video, it really is. And but I feel a little bit that maybe he wants it so badly, he's not necessarily showing all the detail. No, although I do like the video. So we should have a listen. Yeah, I'm not saying from the beginning, but here we go.
And I decided to find out the opinions of some students here as to what they think of the UK and Brexit.
L'Angleterre, on aime bien. Il y a eu un long.
There's been a long conflict, with the French, between the United Kingdom, between the English and the French. Oh, that's the problem with France, you see, it's full of French. Well, actually, it's probably overrun with English now, people like me. Oh dear, the poor French.
Conflit avec les Français, mais en vrai, non. Et le Brexit? Brexit, c'est. Nous, en soi, c'est
Now, this is actually a very valid point. Now, I've pointed this out in some of my videos before. Let's move that out of the way so you can see. Maybe you can see that a little bit better than that? No, maybe not. We don't pay much attention to it, referencing Brexit. You see, living here in France, if you mention Brexit, you think, what Brexit, what's that? They're not interested. They've got bigger fish to fry. We've got our own problems here in the EU and in France and Italy and Spain. We've got in Germany. We've got our own problems to worry about, not the Brexit. It might have been a big deal before. It might have been a worry before because, according to Nigel Farage, it was going to be a chain reaction. We're going to get Brexit, Alexit, and whatever other sort of exit there's going to be. Just the whole EU was going to break down and fall apart. Still here. Anyway. Let's carry on. I just love this video. Hands off to Femi, although I will point out a couple little bits at the end of the video, like I said.
Pas trop. Enfin, je sais qu'il y a des gens, des amis à moi qui étaient dans la liste internationale qui voulaient partir faire ses études en Angleterre.
So they're referring to Erasmus, how difficult it is now to for students now to study in London, and how much more expensive it has become.
Et c'était plus difficile du coup parce qu'il y avait moins de traités, enfin Erasmus, tout ça, c'était plus compliqué. Ouais. Pour partir quand on n'est pas anglais ou pas la nationalité britannique, c'était plus dur. Mais à part ça, ça a été plus dur pour les autres, pour les.
But it's been harder for the British. Yes. Do you see what thing about Brexit? You see, it's blocked European citizens, the French, the Germans, etc., yeah, from living in the UK. But do you know what Brexit has done for the British? Well, it's kind of blocked you from, cock-blocking, you can say, from residing in the EU. Yeah, but it's not one thing, is it? No, 27 member states. Oh well. Anyway, let's carry on.
Le Britannique en soi.
C'est ça. Qu'en penses-tu du Royaume-Uni?
So what do you think about the UK?
J'ai une opinion plutôt positive. D'accord. C'est le Brexit?
I have a fairly positive opinion about the United Kingdom. And Femi asked him, what about the Brexit?
Sur le Brexit, moi, quand même. Moi.
Less positive about the Brexit. Many little interviews, they said, dommage. Yeah, shame. Shame what's happened, shame. Michelle Barnier, people said, I don't like Brexit. That's pretty much what he said. He regrets Brexit. Might get into that in a minute.
Voilà. Je pense que c'est un peu comme la plupart des Français et même des Anglais en fait, je pense. Voilà que c'est une sorte.
It's kind of like a European divorce. What he's referencing is it feels like you want nothing to do with us anymore. It's not great, is it?
De divorce au niveau, je sais pas, au niveau européen.
D'accord.
C'est quand même dommage.
J'aimerais bien qu'on
It's a shame.
l'Union européenne.
Would you like us to rejoin the European Union? You have to think about it.
Oui, quand même. Oui.
Now, Michelle Barnier kind of done this as well. I'll show you the clip. Michelle Barnier a little bit later on in this video. Well, it's a different video.
Tu auras un message pour notre
Oh, we've got a message for Richie Sunak.
Rishi Sunak, tu dirais quoi?
Non, j'ai aucun message pour Rishi Sunak.
D'accord.
Voilà, je suis
Oh, I've got no message for Richie Sunak.
pas d'accord avec sa politique, mais bon.
I don't agree with his politics. Politique. Nor do I. Because he's a criminal. Yeah.
Mais au niveau positif ou négatif, tu penses quoi du Brexit? Positif ou négatif?
Plus négatif en soi.
J'ai l'impression qu'en plus là, les Britanniques ils regrettent un peu leur vote.
Exactement, ils regrettent un peu.
Yep. The Brits are kind of regretting their vote.
Franchement, ou pas?
Moi, je m'en fous, ouais. Alors, personnellement, moi, je serais pas.
I really don't care, but I wouldn't say no, but rejoining.
I'm Isabel.
Isabel.
And she references, she's talking about a friend of hers who's actually now studying in the United Kingdom and regarding Erasmus and the cost of living in the UK in London, which is in London, and it's prohibitive. You need a lot of wonga, you see. It's not great, no, because the door swings both ways, you see. We benefited from being able to travel to the EU and get our education in any EU member state and experience life. But no, it's done slightly harder, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from Sweden.
Sweden? Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think of the UK?
I like the UK. I've visited London a couple of times, so
Cool.
and I speak English, so I feel well integrated into the
Nice.
British society.
And what do you think of Brexit?
I think it's dommage,
Dommage.
as you say in French,
Dommage.
because we're not working with each other as much as we were before, and like as a student also I'm much more limited. I'm still European, so I'm still very privileged, but I'm more limited in a
I'm in France. I live in France. I feel quite privileged as well. Sorry.
sense, and yeah, it gets very expensive. And then also I have
Yeah.
friends that are studying there now, just to compare what it could have been in terms of cost and what it is actually. It's just dommage. How do you say dommage? A shame.
Shame.
A shame.
Moi je m'appelle Guillaume.
Guillaume.
Oui.
Et vous pensez quoi du Royaume-Uni?
J'aime beaucoup le Royaume-Uni, on est cousins.
It's nice to hear this. It's nice to hear French people been really positive after everything that's happened. Been really positive about the British people and about the UK as a whole and what have you. Probably mainly Scotland, but, and it's just nice to see. And I thought I love this video. I really do love this video. It's just there's a few points I'm going to point out at the end of the video. I just want to counter a bit, but like I say, hats off to FEMI Ollie Wally, if that's how you say it. Can you say Ollie Wally?
La France et l'Angleterre, donc moi j'aime beaucoup.
C'est quoi du Brexit?
What do you think about
Je trouve que
Brexit?
c'est dommage. Je trouve
Dommage again. I think it's a shame. I think it's a shame because England is a pillar of Europe. That's how it used to be seen. And now it's just like them over there, unfortunately. But it is nice to see some positive feedback. So I really appreciate it. Femi, if you do watch my videos, you probably won't, but if you did, I do appreciate what you've done there. But I want to show you something else in this video. So I'm going to bring it across over there to 4 minutes 26. Probably do. There we go. I've got a funny hat on. Anyway, that's not who we're talking to, or what we're going to listen to. There you go.
Merci.
There you go.
And that message is echoed at the political level. For example, here's the Brexit negotiator for the EU, Michelle Barnier.
The door is open. Any time. I always say that during negotiation, after negotiation, the door remain open to be part of the single market, to be part of the customs union, to rejoin the EU.
And by some weird...
So he cut it off there. But what Femi didn't acknowledge is what Michelle Barnier meant by that. He didn't mean to say, the door is open to the United Kingdom, just walk back in. No renegotiation or no nothing. Just walk straight in as though nothing has happened. It's not kind of what FEMI meant, but it's almost like it could be like easy. It could be easier than what people like me are trying to say that it is. I'm a realist. I'm sorry. It's going to be very, very difficult. Like I said, I want to rejoin. I'm not trying to be too pessimistic about it. I'm not saying it's not possible. Of course, it's possible. But what Michelle Barnier meant by that was that the door is open, but you'd have to abide by the rules of every other country that may want to join, not rejoin, join the European Union. We'd have to meet the Copenhagen criteria for a start, most likely. And there'll be a baseline for the actual negotiation. And within a certain period of time, we'd probably have to accept the euro. Just like Croatia and what have you is going to have to. Anyway, so I get that. I understand. And then FEMI goes on to criticise Keir Starmer and what have you regarding having this make Brexit work like, which I do agree with him 100% on that. But what did Michelle Barnier actually say? Oh, okay. Let's start with this one, all right? This is early this year. It's not that long ago. He said Brexit's a lose-lose. It's not just for the United Kingdom. He said it's also a lose-lose for the European Union. He was quite adamant about that. And let's just hear what he had to say.
We spend our energy, our intelligence on the future of Europe, much more than the Brexit.
Like I was saying to you, we have our own problems over here, and we're worrying more about the future of Europe. But what else did Michelle Barnier say? This is when he was trying to promote his book, this one here is here. He was doing his rounds, he was. And this is with UK in a changing Europe. They were following, actually. They have some really good interviews and videos on their YouTube channel, which is UK in a changing Europe. I'll leave links in the description for all these videos and what have you. That's actually quite a long one, 1.5, 13. So yeah, I had to find this bit. Anyway, this is what he had to say.
The door is open.
Yes, door's open.
Everybody knows the conditions.
Everybody knows the conditions.
Advice just divergence. Because if there is a too large divergence, it will be more difficult.
It's for single market divergence.
Would you want us back?
Would you want us back?
Single market and customs union.
I regret your departure.
That's what he said. Well, not really, but hey, he regrets the United Kingdom leaving the European Union, but he wouldn't confirm whether or not he'd want us back. It would have to be under the terms as a new member, basically. There you go. So, I have to admit, I love Femi's video. I really do. And the fact that he's gone out there and he's asked the questions on the street, his French is done so better than mine, crikey. Anyway, it's fluent. So, I really appreciate his video and what he's done there. And I actually, if you watch the whole thing, it's definitely worth watching the whole video because it's quite heartwarming to see the opinion on the street. I don't know whether or not, he's cherry-picked it or not. I don't know if there's, whether or not there's other people he spoke to and what have you who are not quite so, how to put it, obliging, maybe, I don't know. Not quite so positive. We don't know. There's no balance in it. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe we should have seen, if there was any negative feedback, he might not got any. You don't know. So I'm not going to criticise Femi for that because he's doing a grand job. But I feel that at the end of his video, it's a little bit disingenuous, just a touch. We need to know the details. I think we really do. Anyway, what do you reckon? Please leave it in the comments down below. Do you think Femi Olawale is right? Are you quite happy to hear the French people, being positive about the United Kingdom? But not the Brexit? Le Brexit? No, they're not. So, you tell me. Please leave it in the comments down below. And please, boop the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel and boop the old little glassy thing, because then you get a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. Anyway, I thought I'd just quickly make this because I just watched it. Somebody shared it to me with me on, cheers Richard, on X, Twitter, whatever you call it these days, and I thought I'd share it with you. Anyway, You tell me. Please leave it in the comments down below and boot the old like button. If you want to support the channel, Patreon or buy us a coffee. And the links down below. There's also memberships that there are. We're live every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to go. Ta-ta.